welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer, and it's a pretty dark start here on Chipping Norton. It is December, and we're heading up to the shop once again because we are continuing to do contracts. We're probably going to continue to do contracts until the springtime. We're working towards getting that field and getting everything set up. I'm going to park the Landy here today. We'll turn all the lights and everything off. And it's, yeah, it is a very, very dark start here. We got snow on the way, but that shouldn't stop what we're going to do. However, there is something I've been told we can get a really good deal on in the shop today. And it's not a vehicle. I mean, there's lots of great vehicles and things here. But before we go and buy any land, this has come up. Somebody is selling off some surplus seeds, and 324 is a really good price for a single bag. This is for 7 bags, 7,000 liters of seed, and this will save us an absolute fortune when we come to do any seeding contracts come the spring. So I'm going to buy all 7 bags of this, £324. That is, as it said, 94% off. So really, really good price there. We need to get them back to our farm. So don't know how we're going to do that at the moment. So they're going to have to sit here a while. We've got this as well, of course, that we've got to get back to our farm. So plenty to get back to the farm as well. And we'll have to find some way of doing that. However, today we are once again looking to take on some contracts, and there's a very nice little outlier here. I'm going to check whether there are any that are actually cheaper, but if we have a look at Field 44s, it's got this Deutz with this pretty big plow for 10,000. So that will only cost 600 for us to get the equipment. But Field 45 right next door to it, much smaller plow, so we'd be able to do this contract with this plow much quicker. So I think it's worth grabbing both of those 2 contracts. Just want to go through and see if there's anything. Oh man, it's even better. Field 47 has this large plow as well. So that is almost the cheapest plowing contract. It's not, but I think, yeah. So this one was a great one. This one is even better. So we're going to take on Field 47. We'll borrow the items for that. And then we want to take on, I think, this field here, really small plow on Field 32, but worth 14,000. So we will accept that contract. And then I think we will also take this contract again, another small plow or smaller plow on here, so we'll accept that contract too. So whoa, one of those disappeared. Thankfully it's not the one with the least equipment, so we're gonna have to go for the next one, so we will accept that contract as well, and we have 3 lined up. So yeah, unfortunately we lost the 14,000 contract, but 47, 45 and 44, that's a good set. So let's go and get started, I think, on 45. And there is our Deutz. Oh, once again, we've got the warrior version of the Deutz. This nice big plow and a pretty big weight. So start this up. We'll get all the lights on. And I'm hoping the day is going to brighten up a little bit. It is a very, as I said, very dark start to things here. Yeah, looks like we're going to be snow plowing today, but not in the traditional sense. Instead, we're going to be plowing in the snow. I'm really, really impressed by that set of bags or the seeds that have come out. That is a really great thing, and that's actually one of the good things about that the extended used machinery mod, or the used shop mod, is that you can get surplus seeds and things like that in it. They are really, really useful, and at times when you've got a lack of money, they can be fantastically useful at making sure you get the best bang for your buck. So I was going to start with field 45, but we're actually coming up on field 44 on the left here, and I think that is going to be a better place for us to start. Be blocking traffic a little bit. No, nothing coming. That's good. Open up this gate and bring this in. We want to line ourselves up, or preferably not catching the gateway. Let's come in a little bit wider here, and then that will spin round quite nicely. Perfect. And unfold our bit of kit. Now that is facing the wrong way into the field, I think. Yes, that is. So we'll turn it over and back it up. And again, we're going to set up a GPS course along this edge to get ourselves going. And how long this first field takes us will be a very good indicator today as to how long all of these contracts are going to take. So turn on my GPS and set my first waypoint. Away we go. And after a little bit, and making sure we stay nice and straight along this edge, because this is nice and long, this edge, we will set the second waypoint. We'll bring this up. We will set our bit here and whoop. And I need to make sure that I then am on the right track. And that's looking pretty good, I think. I think we'll be okay. So yeah, across the field we go. And we'll get this done, and we'll see how long it takes us. It's just gone 11 o'clock. The snow is now falling, and we're about halfway through this. So it's taken us roughly two and a bit hours to get halfway through this first field. That is about what I expected, to be honest. It seems pretty slow in general, but that is about what I expected. This field is not small, but not large either, and the piece of kit that we originally had lined up for it with the contract was a lot smaller than this plow. So down with that, back onto our GPS course, and we are kind of just pushing our way through it. Now, last time I talked about getting the field that we were trying to afford. In fact, there's the 50%. And that was down here by our yard. So we own this yard here, field ID or farmland ID 70. Looking at buying farmland ID 50. Now, we don't quite have enough money to do it, and the seeds didn't push us into that. We just didn't quite finish last time with enough money to do it. So we can't buy it today anyway. But I'm very much wanting to keep my options open, because we never know what's going to turn up in the shop. You know, multiple silage bales could turn up, or anything. So at the moment, nothing there that's of great interest to us. But if a tractor turned up, or a telehandler turned up, or something like that, I would absolutely want to be grabbing that as well. So if we don't spend the money at the moment and just keep trying to earn 20,000 a day during the winter, we might find ourselves in a much better position come the spring. Otherwise, we will just see where we end up and see what we get. Fields coming across. Need to back round and into here. Push this round. Hopefully not hit the fence. And line ourselves up. Yeah, so it is just a case of lining ourselves up, keeping going, and getting through this. I think we can get through all three fields today. The trouble we might have is how dark it's going to be once we get into the third one. It's coming up to 20-1, and well, we are not yet finished on this field. And the thing is, we've only got limited daylight left, so I don't think we're going to get through all 3 contracts today. As much as that pains me to say it, I would very much like to have got, well, nearly 30,000 in. So instead, I think we're going to have a long, hard look at what we have and what we've got left. So we've got a little bit of this field left. We've got this slither down the side here. And then looking at the other 2 contracts, this is for 8.61 acres, whereas 47 is for 5.95. I think that we're going to have to go and do 47 and cancel 45. As much as I would have liked that nearly 12,000, I think we will cancel the one on 45 and lose all payment for it. So we'll collect on that. And yeah, we'll move on to field 47 next to get things finished off today. And that is actually the contract finished. Fantastic. So we are done by 1 o'clock. We'll just go do the headland here, and then we'll head over to the other field. But we should have enough time available to us to get the second contract finished today. And that will work out pretty well for us. So let's just, finish off this little bit. And then we'll head over and get the next field started. I don't think it's cold enough for this snow to actually settle today. I think it's just gonna keep on snowing, which suits us pretty fine. Field 47 is up here, slightly smaller. And let's so let's complete and collect on field 44. So that's another 10,000 in the bank. And then field 47 here, we want to get unfolded for. Seems to be roughly this way, and I actually want my plow the other way. Yes, like that. And we'll position ourselves along this edge. And again, we're going to reset and give ourselves a new GPS course. So position my tractor here and set my first waypoint. Get the plow onto the field. Drop that down. We'll use the edge of the field here. Give us a nice straight path as much as we can along this edge, just to make things a lot easier for us going forwards. And if we can turn this around in the next 2 hours and 10 minutes, that should get us to about 3:30, and I think that's probably going to be pretty dark by that point. So we'll make nearly 20 grand today. My aim is to try and make 20,000 a day until the spring, and at the moment we seem to be doing okay. What job we're going to do in January and February, I don't know. Before I start getting off track here, let's finish off that course and apply it. Where is that going? That is going completely wrong. So we want to make adjustments here. Bring up the menu. We are going to invert the offset, and that should do right. Yes. And then apply it forwards and check we stay on the same line, which we do. So perfect. That is all good. Plowing is definitely one of the more relaxing things to do in Farm Sim, and this is going well. We are a good 35% of the way through this, so about a third of the way through this job. It is 2:10, So as I suspected, this is going to go pretty much until the sun sets, and we'll make another 8,000 off this. So we're going to make about 19,000, which is not far off my £20,000 target for this month, and that will keep things ticking over fairly well. Still nothing in the shop of any great interest to us. I do check it on a regular basis throughout the month, but yeah, nothing really of great interest. So we will just plow on, so to speak, unintended, and get across this field and see where we are. But it's one of those things where I don't know what we're going to do next month. It's let me know in the comments, should we do plowing or should we do cultivating next month? We've done plowing this month, we did cultivating last month, and I'm not 100% sure where we should go next. They seem to be the only contracts available at the moment. It would be very nice to get a fertilizing contract. We do have the funds to be able to do several of those, and that would be a very nice quick way for us to earn some cash if they turned up. But it's very possible that we might not have that option. We might either be in a tractor plowing or in a tractor cultivating to earn next month's 20 grand. Time is just coming up to 3 o'clock, and we're nearly 50% of the way through this. That kind of suggests to me that it's going to take at least another hour to get this one done. So yeah, it's going to be dark by that point. 4 o'clock is definitely going to be the point at which everything gets dark, and we're going to be relying on the lights of the tractor, but that isn't a huge problem. It does mean that there was no way that we had enough time to get 3 contracts done today, unfortunately. So yeah, these do seem to be a little bit less productive for us with how much money we can make from plowing contracts versus cultivating ones. Certainly the plowing contracts take a lot longer. I mean, we go at a similar sort of pace, but even with a large plow like this, we're not getting through it quite as quickly as we do the cultivating contracts. So that might be the way to go for the rest of the winter. See if we can actually get the cultivating contracts over the plowing. But as I said before, let us know in the comments what you'd like to see. And yeah, we really, I'm going over in my head exactly what we really need by spring. We need the grass field. We need a baler and a wrapper, or a baler wrapper. Either of those would be good. And we need a tractor, really, although a tractor is something we can get hold of without too much problem. And of course we need the field, and if we can earn another 40,000 on top of what we're gonna earn today, we should be able to afford a lot of that, especially if any of it comes up in the shop. I think if any of it doesn't, we might have to go and lease that stuff. So certainly a baler wrapper is probably something we'd have to lease. And the tractor, well, I think we might be able to borrow one of the contract tractors in order to get the job done. Just gone 4 o'clock, and as I suspected, the light is fading quickly now. Plenty of light around this tractor, thankfully. It's pretty good at lighting the way. But surprisingly, we are only about 2/3 of the way through this contract. Yeah, 66% of the way through. So still quite a way to go. And hopefully we'll get this finished today. I really want to get this finished today. But it's taking longer than I expected. I thought this was going to be a bit quicker than this. We can see the far side of the field, so it's not like there's a massive amount to go, but to be only 2/3 of the way through, in just over 2 hours. Really suggests that there's at least another hour to go. So we're going to be going until 5 o'clock on here. And that should be the end of it. Certainly am not expecting it to go into the next day. I want to get this finished off, done and dusted, and the money in, and then see where we are. But yeah, we are at 52,000 at the moment. This will take us up to about 60, which will be a decent position for us to be in. Let's drop this down here, get ourselves back on our GPS course then. And yeah, I just need to get it finished off, but the light now is fading fast. Getting very close to finishing this field now. We're about 97% done, I think. It is 4:45, so time is not too bad. And is this going to finish up on this corner? If not, then what I'll do is start sorting out the headlands. Ah, there we go. Perfect. So that is this contract done and dusted. So we'll turn the plow. And I think we're going to head up to the shop. He's happy with the progress on here. Hold the plow up. There we go. Right. And back to the shop. We'll collect this and we'll see if there's anything up there of interest to us today. Back up to the shop with all of this kit. And we'll just park ourselves over here. There we go. Something I'd really like to see in FS25 is something like a contract office. Somewhere where you can go to get contracts and return contracts and things like that. I think for role play and just immersion, that would be brilliant. So yeah, hopefully that's something we might see in 25. For now, though, let's return this contract. So 47 is complete. We'll collect on that. And you can see what I mean. There's lots of cultivating contracts here and several plowing contracts. That would take us forever. That would be an entire, I think that'd be the entire episode, and cost quite a bit to get that equipment. Yeah, I think plowing might be a little bit difficult for us. Wow, profit per minute 50 for that. That is crazy. Right, so the tractor's gone. Our landy's over here. Let's take a quick look in the shop. And this evening, nothing new. So we'll check it tomorrow. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Do you think we should take on some cultivating, some plowing? Or hopefully we might get some fertilizing. For now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.